Hello and welcome to my weekly look ahead video. And first of all, here is the Elizabeth Tower, almost revealed, looking in pristine condition. And soon people will be able to go up it again. And behind me, the Ukrainian flag is still flying proudly in Parliament and also on all the government buildings along Whitehall. Business in Parliament is being dominated by the Ukrainian situation at the moment. On Monday, we had the announcement of the Homes for Ukraine scheme, which the government has launched. Phenomenally successful. By Tuesday morning, more than 90,000 people had very generously signified their offer of a home for Ukrainian refugees, and I'm sure by the time many people see this, that figure will have gone up substantially more. We also finished late on Monday evening the economic sanctions legislation against Russia, which now means something like over 1,000 individuals, oligarchs, members of parliament for Russia and in Belarus have now been subject to sanctions, the most comprehensive set of sanctions ever seen against any country, and there's still more that's being done. Other legislation we've got through: the animal welfare bill went through its final stages last week, which is higher penalties for people who are cruel to animals. Quite rightly, we had some further legislation finishing off on professional qualifications, which is all about the recognition of qualifications in post-Brexit era. We've got another whole day debate on the Ukraine on Tuesday. We've got further debates this week around in-work poverty, about local economic partnerships, and also on various environmental protections as well. We've also got statements after all the speculation there's been about government policy on fracking, given the huge hike in the oil and gas prices that had been put on hold in the UK, and I have some reservations about it, and also the lifting of any further travel restrictions post COVID. And then this Friday, it's the last day in this session of Parliament for private members' bills, of which there are scores and scores of them, but there are some lead bills which are likely to get passed this Friday around disability access to taxes and the wider use of and recognition of British Sign Language, which I'm a very strong supporter of in both cases. Now, this week I've just given evidence to the Boundary Commission in Crawley, which is taking evidence about the proposals to change the boundaries, and quite big changes proposed for West Sussex, and particularly for the East Worthing and Shoreham constituency. I made a submission, you can read that online. I got meetings of the mindfulness group, which I chair this week, and gosh, it's useful at times like this that we can resort to a bit of mindfulness with all the stresses going on around us. It's also the 63rd anniversary of the Tibetan uprising against the Chinese occupation in Lhasa back in 1959. I shall be laying a wreath on behalf of the All-Party Group at Westminster Abbey, as we do each year. I got meetings around youth and school youth work and school projects, so I'm chairing a commission. On Friday I shall be at Lancing College most of the day, where they're having a big COP symposium. I shall be representing the project there, with lots of students keen to find out more about various environmental things they can do. And then I've got a surgery, usual scheduled surgery in Sompting, and if you want to book an appointment for that, just please ring the Shoreham office and they'll be happy to fit you in. So another busy week at Westminster, but all our minds, quite rightly, will continue to be focused on Ukraine as we continue to do absolutely everything we can to bring that conflict to an end, and in the meantime to do as much as we can to support the people of Ukraine and welcome the many, I'm sure, are going to come to our shores, and I absolutely know will be given a very warm welcome in East Worthing and Shoreham.